Hi, I'm Kristen Oaks-White.
And I'm Avery Davidson. Thank you for joining us for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, the only TV show bringing Louisiana farmers and consumers together every week.
Hey Avery, you're a nerd, so you probably already know this, but how many active users were on Facebook last month?
I'm going to pretend like I'm not offended by you calling me a nerd, but how many?
Well, according to Facebook, there were 2.23 billion, and that's billion with a B, users on the social media platform last month. And nearly 1.5 billion of those people are using the platform daily.
That is very interesting and a huge number. It's only natural that farmers and ranchers are among the billions of users, including nerds. This week, Twyla's Carl Wiggers shows us how a few farmers have taken to Facebook to create connections that reach far beyond their farms.
Back in 2010, Abel Gideon and I were members of the LSU Ag Leadership class 12. We had to come up with a project to do something to advance agriculture in Louisiana or something in your community.
I'd been involved with a lot of, back then they wasn't considered social media. They were online forums and discussion groups and networks of farmers all across the U.S.
Gideon says that most of the discussions related to southern farming issues on these pages would quickly be covered up by the issues from other parts of the country. Gideon and Dill saw this as a problem, but like any good farmers, they found a creative solution.
And then one day Noble said, I'm going to put this on Facebook. I was like, I use Facebook every day, but you really think all these farmers will? And he said, let's just give it a try.
It didn't take long to become clear that Kyle isn't the only one that uses Facebook every day.
Southern farming has made it where you have a problem, you post it on there, within a minute, you probably get 2 or 3 responses like, hey, yeah, that happened to me last week. This is all you got to do. And to me, that's been the biggest tool just to help people with the small things every day.
It has allowed more pressing topics for our part of the world to be discussed and to be used by farmers. Hopefully they see it as a tool.
What it has done is we have brought the coffee shop to every single farmer. Instead of just the 5 guys that farm down the road from you, you have 28,000 people that you can ask questions to, you can make fun of, you can just tell your story. And I think we didn't see that happening. I mean, I don't think we ever imagined people would get on there and 5 times a day post videos what they're doing on their farm.
It takes a lot of effort to make that forum or that lunchroom or coffee shop feel comfortable to them by keeping out all of the riffraff. I do enjoy other people in the industry using the site as a reference for educating the public, because that's what we've got to do as an industry is show the American public that we are good stewards of the land, we take care of our livestock and our crops, and we also produce the safest and most affordable food supply in the world.
If you think you expect what farmers deal with in Georgia or North Carolina or up in Missouri, but everybody has their own story to tell, and it's a good place for them to tell it.
The group has almost 30,000 members, and a group that size cannot be managed by only 2 people. Along with Kyle and Noble, the page has 5 other administrators spread across the South from Texas, Mississippi, and Georgia that all help to make Southern farming what it is today. And you guys were all 3 members. And I've actually been a member for a couple years. I was really interested to learn, though, that it started right here in Louisiana in the Ag Leadership classes that I'm now a part of and you were once part of, and Kyle and Noble both came from.
What I think is great is it really allows these farmers to sort of play off of one another and see what they each do and how they do things and find the solutions to problems that, no one has the problem for the first time for the most part.
It's really neat, and Kyle tells that story in my package that, he just reached out to his buddy that was trying to find this one thing. It was really kind of an older part, and within a few hours, there was the phone number for the one guy that he needed to talk to right there on the page. It's a great resource.
And they've got farmers that are not just in the South that, some people consider Missouri the South, but I don't really. But they've got farmers from everywhere on there, I've seen.
Yeah, they have, I think, probably 30 or 35 states in the United States represented, and then also they branch out. I don't even know how many countries, but quite a few countries, Israel, Australia. You see some pretty active members from across the pond.
Yes. It's proof that the internet is not just a bunch of cat videos all over the place, that it can be used for something useful. And I love what they post, especially the funny stuff, guys. Great stuff, great stuff. Thank you very much, Carl Wiggers.